evening. I'm trying to get this where it's a little better. There we go. Maybe that'll work. I hope so. Alrighty. Just gonna wait and see if anybody joins me. Just give it a few minutes. I think Jessie would probably be here. I think I really caught her attention when I talked about Wink of Stella. I think she wants to know what I was talking about. Yes, I do. So we're going to give it just a couple more minutes. I'm going to put things where I can reach them where they're at. I'm always losing my dimensional, so I'm going to put them right up here. Out of my way, but where I can see them. Okay. We're still waiting. I know somebody's going to show up. Yep, I know somebody's going to. Okay. It's kind of odd when somebody's not here when right after I go live, but that's okay. I think we'll let me get all of my rackets out of the way. Wow. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to take a whole lot of your time this evening. I want to get in there and hit my recliner and do some resting. Had a very long weekend. Had an extra hour yesterday at work. I went in at 7. I had a cashier's meeting. And 7 o'clock on Sunday morning is our best time to do them because we're not open yet. And we normally open at 7 in the mornings. So we don't open till 9 on Sundays. And we have to be there at 8 to get things rolling before we open. So 7's our best bet. And so I went in at 7 and got off a little bit after 9. So I've had a long day yesterday and got a few hours sleep before. Hey Barb, I'm glad you're here. Yay! We're gonna get started. Our base is gonna be Whisper White Thick, 8.5, 5.5. I've got it scored at 4 1/4, and I already made a pretty good crease with it. We're going to go this way with our card. Instead of this way, we're going to go this way. So we're going to lay that right up there out of my way. This is a piece we're going to do some stamping on. And let me show you what we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Create Sunflowers. I'm going to use this sunflower here in this leaf. We're going to use Congratulations on Reaching a Whole New Level of Wonderful. And then on the inside, we're going to do Let's Celebrate You. Loving this. This is the first time I've used it since I got it. And I just love it. And we're going to use the matching sunflower dies. We're going to use the big sunflower die to cut our sunflower out. The leaf to cut the leaves out with. And then I pulled the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And the sentiment that's going to go on the front, I'm going to cut it out with this right here. With that die right there. And that's what we're going to stamp our sentiment on and cut it out with this die. But first of all, we're going to go ahead and start. Oh, let me tell you, my layers are... Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. They are not written down. I didn't write them down. These are, hey Jessie, I am just totally went mind blanked. on what color I'm using. Let me take it over here and match it. I'm just, oh, never mind. It's so saffron. This is so saffron. And it's cut at 5 and 3/8 by 4 1/8. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. I have 2 of them. And my inside sentiment piece is 4 by 2 3/4. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay that right up there. And I'm going to stamp on this. I'm going to stamp my sentiment on that for the inside. And this is for the front, the sentiment on the front. I'm going to stamp them on with So Saffron. We're going to start with our big sunflower. And I'm going to tell you, I wasn't real sure about getting this. I'm not a huge sunflower person. I can remember my aunt having these humongous sunflowers. I mean, they were big sunflowers when I was growing up. And I was fascinated with them because of how they would bend their heads, you know, the flowers. We always called it bending its head. And it would go this way, and then it would be going this way. And we were fascinated by them, but to be really into sunflowers, I never was. But I thought, I'm going to get this set anyway, and I'm going to give it a try. And I'm going to tell you, when I made my first stamp down with this, I made the biggest mess of that sunflower. It had like, I had moved the stamp just a little and then just a little, so it had like 2 shadows there to it. So, nope, that's not going to work. Anyway, alrighty. I'm going to go with this. I'm not going to restamp it. Because one thing, I'm just not. I'm okay with that. And let me look at it. Let me really look at it here. Yeah, I'll be okay with that. But I want to get this Staz On off of my stamp. And I use my Stampin' Mist for this instead of the Staz On cleaner. Because I like it. I like it better, and it does a good job as long as you do it right after you use the stamp. See, it gets it off. So, and there's just something about the Staz On cleaner that I just kind of, I don't know, I just don't care for it that much. So, now then, we're going to take the leaf. Everything's going to be stamped with the Staz On except for the sentiments. So, we're going to stamp 2 of these leaves. One right here. One right here. And then we're going to take our sentiment piece, and I'm going to put a bit of the leaf right there. And then, uh-oh, I did not get an envelope. I cannot believe I didn't get an envelope. Let me grab one here. I keep mine on my countertop over yonder out of the way. That way, when I forget one, I can just grab one. Okay, and I'm going to stamp part of the leaf on there. Clean the leaf stamp off really quick. See, it cleans it really good. It really does. And I like how it cleans it. So I'm going to stick that up there out of the way. I have my memento. I'm going to go ahead, and while we're waiting on the Staz On to dry well, I'm going to stamp my sentiment on here for the front. I'm just going to stamp it as straight as I can because it's easier for me. And I did that a while ago, but it does okay because I'm going to cut that out. So sorry that I stamped it upside down and that it's crooked-dated. I'll be alright. Okay, but now this next one, I've got to get this one good and straight because it's going on the inside, and I've got to make sure I've got it going the right direction. Let's celebrate you. Yep, this is going to be the right direction as long as I can get it straight. So, Alright, sorry if I get in your light, but I want to make sure I get this as straight as I can. My other one is just a smidgen crooked, so I'm going to try and get this one a little straighter. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pleased with that one. I got that one pretty straight. Alright. Now then, we're going to, I want to start showing you what I've learned to do with my Wink of Stella. I think I used my D block for something else, so let me get me a D block. Get a D block. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with this piece right here. And I am going to start with the Saffron. That's crushed curry. I'm going to use Saffron. We're going to use Pear Pizzazz. And we're going to use some soft Suede. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Now, I learned this from the guys I've been watching from the UK, Barry and Jay. And I'll tell you, I have missed some of their videos, and I've got to go back and watch since I cannot get on the internet on my laptop right now. I got to get my daughter over here to fix that. It's harder for me to watch. So this is what they showed. Hey, Kathy, this is what they showed. Now, what they did is they used their ink pads and squish, squish, squish. Well, I have a hard time squishing our new ink pads. So I decided, well, I'm just going to take re-inkers and I'm going to put it on a block. Then you take your Wink of Stella, and we're going to color with our Wink of Stella. Yes, this is awesome. This is awesome. Just put it in there and just start coloring with it. Just like it was a paintbrush. And just color with your Wink of Stella. And look at there. Does that not just, it colors so well. And yeah, that little bit of dots of ink is not going to be enough. I'll have to have some more. But this is, I love this technique that they showed. And I'll tell you what, they're very talented guys. I cannot say the name of their Stampin' Up team. It starts with an S, and I cannot pronounce it, is my problem. And one of these days I'm going to get it pronounced right, and I'm going to tell y'all what I need to do is just write it down and show you. I may have to do that next week, because those two guys are very, very talented. They have a cat that helps them, gets in their craft room with them, lays around on everything. I don't let our dogs in here. Angel has came in here before. She really wants in here, can squeeze through the gate, but I don't like her in here. Because she sheds, and I don't, she don't shed bad, but she sheds some. And this, oh man, I'll tell you, whenever they showed this technique and got through, and I saw it, and I thought, oh my gosh, Moses, I have got to show my ladies. And that's why I am showing y'all tonight. It is wonderful. I love it. And I'm going to get through with the sunflower. I'm going to show you. Johnny says it really, really sparkles, because when I showed him the first one that I did, I asked him, I said, can you see the sparkle? And he said, oh, yes. So it does, especially if you do it in person. That's why I told y'all to get your Wink of Stella out and craft with me tonight. That way you can see it very firsthand on your paper, on your cardstock. I'm using thick, and I think that would be better. I didn't even try it on regular Whisper White. I thought thick would be the best. And, just like anything else that we color, we tend to use the Whisper White thick because it holds up better to coloring, and I honestly cannot remember which they said they used, but you know, I have my preferences just like everybody else. And I really like Whisper White Thick. I use it for lots of things. You know, we use it for our card bases because it's sturdy and it stands up to putting all of our layers and blingies and things to it. But I tend to use it for a lot of other things where I could probably just use my regular Whisper White, but I just love the Whisper White Thick. So I tend to just use it on lots and lots of things. So, but I do keep regular Whisper White. I do use it, but just not as much as I used to whenever I first started. And I used to just go back and forth between the Whisper White Thick and the regular Whisper White, and then I just started tending to just use the Whisper White Thick. And yeah, this doesn't really take all that long, and I didn't need as much. That couple of dots was about enough, wasn't it? Could be also the Wink of Stella I used to make my other one, my sample, ran out, and so it was almost through. So that's probably one of the reasons maybe it needed more. But see, it kind of stains it a little bit, so I'm getting a paper towel. I meant to and I forgot. Grab me a paper towel here, and what I did earlier is just took my paper towel, and that isn't on there as much as what it was on the other one, so that's fine. Good deal. Now I'm going to turn this, and what I'm going to use is the crushed curry now. And hi Debbie, thank you. And I'm just going to I need so little of the crushed curry, it's not even funny. I didn't even need that much, because all I'm going to do with it is color this right here, right in the very middle of my sunflower. And I'm going to clean that off. And I'm going to wipe it off on here. Okay, now take my soft suede, and all of this other I'm going to color with my soft suede. So you don't even need a full dot of it either. So then I'm just going to paint around it. I like it when it thins out a little bit better than I do when it's thicker. And but it gives it a good shadow spot over there, you know. And I probably would not even colored it a brown color, except I looked in our catalog. And that's what it looked like. This center of this part of, well, it looked like the whole thing, even the middle where I did it in crushed curry. It looked like it was either really dark brown or black, and I don't want black, so I would do the soft suede. So there we are with it. Now this one was a little harder to clean off, but this one looks like, boy, I guess it's just because there's so much here on it. All right, now then, we are going to do our leaves. Our leaves is what we're going to do in the Pear Pizzazz. You know how I'm about my Pear Pizzazz. Love it. So I'm going to do a good, whoopsie, I did 2 dots. Didn't mean to, but that's okay. And of course I got it I dripped it. I'm going to move these out of my way. So we're going to come in and we're going to color our leaves in the Pear Pizzazz. So I just love Pear Pizzazz for my leaves and things that I want green. I just love this shade of green. Not that I don't like any of the other ones, I really, really do. And I have used them, you know. But I just, if I have a preference, it's always the Pear Pizzazz. So, I'm going to tell you, whoever thought of using your Wink of Stella as your paintbrush was pretty smart. I would have never myself come up with this idea. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't. Anyway, I love this. I just love this. This may be my paintbrush of the future. No, I probably won't paint everything with a Wink of Stella, but boy, there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to, because I am just loving this. Just loving this. Yes. Oopsie, I got one out of the line. I'll tell you what. I should have done my card the other night with Wink of Stella when we did the color challenge. I bet it would have been lovely. I'll have to go back and do that card again and use the Wink of Stella on it and see how it looks. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. Got it laying on the kitchen table right now. Okay, now there's that one. So we're going to set this aside, and then we're going to color our others here. I had first stamped my leaf on Pear Pizzazz cardstock, and then I thought, no, I want to color it, and it's going to be on the Whisper White thick on the inside, and then on my envelope, so I wanted it on the front to look like they do, you know, and so I didn't use where I had stamped them on the Pear Pizzazz cardstock, but you know, I've still got them. I'm not throwing them away. I'm not getting rid of them. I can cut them out and use them for something else. So let me put my Post-it notes in the envelope here. This is just in case it goes through. I don't think it does. I haven't looked. Let me look in my other one. If it even... No, I didn't even go through. But you know, Hi, Carol. Glad you're here. But I want to err on the side of safety. I don't want to take a chance, you know, that it messes up and goes through the back of my envelope too. So we're going to go ahead and color this part of it. Whoopsie, I went out of line big time. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And this really does not take all that long. It did my first time because, well, you know, I had to decide what am I going to do, what colors am I going to use, what cardstock I'm going to do, and get everything cut out, and then try it out because I had not done it before. I just watched them do it, you know. And when I got started, I thought, oh, I'm loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. So there we go. So we're going to clean that off, and we're going to clean this off. See, now you can see the Pear Pizzazz on my Wink of Stella brush, but see how easily it comes off. It took really that one good swipe there, but I'm just making sure that it's off and no more's coming off. So that means I got it all off, and then just cap it back. And this I'm going to just set up here. Well, let me get it over here out of my way because I'll end up putting my hand in it, I'm afraid. All right, now then, we're going to put our card together, and we're going to be through with this. I mean, you know, this, like I said, see, it doesn't take long at all to do this. It's just, well, I've got to cut my pieces out, you know. I do have to do that, don't I? Let's put our layers on, and then we'll do that. Yeah, let's do this, and then I'll cut our pieces out. And like this little bit of a frame around this. Go ahead and put our sentiment piece on the inside, just like this right here. Got glue on me. Okay. Okay, I'm off the next 2 days. I'm not going to work very many more Sundays in a row. No, I've got my new head cashier pretty well trained for the evening shifts, and this next Sunday I'm going to start training her for the morning shift, so she'll know how to open, because it's totally different. Morning opening is totally different from evening closing, and I'm going to get her started on that. But because she can work the night shifts now, tomorrow night will be her first night by herself, and I won't be there with her, but she'll be fine because she's doing great. But one of my other head cashiers is on vacation. Her family has gone to Savannah this week, and then next week she'll be back, and then the week after that, my other head cashier and her husband are going somewhere for some family reunion thing or something. Anyway, she'll be gone for a week, so that means I still only have 2 head cashiers. Thank you, Barb. Thank you. And so I've got to work these Sundays until they get through with their vacations, and I can come off of them, and I'll be back to working every 3rd Sunday, and being off on Wednesdays, and just being off every 3rd Tuesday. But that's okay. I can live with that, I'm telling you. One thing, I'm missing church so bad. I love my church. And another thing is I am worn out from working so many long hours during the week. It takes a toll on your body after a little while. But sometimes we have to do things that we really are not crazy about doing, and but we have to do them, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's just, it's, you know, how long it goes on and how it wears your body out. And I'm not as young as I used to be. Thank you, Debbie. He had a guy came in yesterday and was talking about something about he's getting so old, and I looked at him and I said, "What?" I said, "I'm older than you." "Well, 6 days ago, I turned 50. And I said, "Like I said, I'm older than you." I'm thinking, you know, I didn't even say I'm getting so old. I'm older than you. So, I think it's funny. I always call them kids. It doesn't matter if they are, let me see, 13 years younger than me, because I'm 63 and he just turned 50. He's a kid to me because he's so much younger than me. So, him complaining about being old, and I'm thinking, you're a kid. Oh, but that's all right. You know. So, that can trash. Look at those leaves. Are those not gorgeous? Look at this sunflower. Can you see the sparkle? Oh, I know, Debbie, if they only knew. Can you see that sparkle? I don't know if you can or not. I'm hoping that you can. But who would have ever, well, somebody did, thought to paint with your inks with your Wink of Stella? All right. Now then, we're going to cut out our sentiment. And I'm going to see if I can get this and it be straight and not crooked. So, pull it about like that. I think that looks fairly straight. Even if it's not straight. Thank you, Barb. Even if it's not straight on my cardstock when I stamped it, if I can get it cut straight, it'll be just fine. All right. So here we are. let's move the big shot over here out of the way. And I'm going to tell you, I cannot wait until our new cutting machine is available to be purchased. I want that thing so bad. Well, in fact, I want both of them. Look at there, how nice that looks. Love these dies. Love these dies. And it's going to take up less room because we can fold it up. Oh, I'm just excited. I'm just excited. Okay, now then, we're just going to put a little bit of glue on this. Nope, I'm not popping this one up. Not this. We're going to get it down here in this corner. I don't want to take up the very edge of the corner. I just want to leave a little bit of a border around it. Left there, I scooched it too much. There we go. Now, I'm going to cap my glue for a moment. Get my glue dots, get my dimensionals. I pulled off too many earlier, but I'm going to tell you what, I put a bunch on my sunflower because I do not want my sunflower to be saggy at all. Y'all know I don't like saggy, but definitely don't want this sunflower to be saggy. A few more here. Now then, throw that back in there. And tell you what, I figured out the almost perfect art with using my take your pick tool to get these backings off. Take it and put it over here on this side and pop it up. I've been doing it in the middle and that wasn't working as well, and I just started messing around with it. Get it on the other side of you and pop it up, and it just pops it right off, except for those two. Saves my fingernails because it sure does hurt when I get a corner of this under my fingernail and it makes it bleed, and then my fingers sore for days. Worse than the places that I stick it to take my sugar, and those hurt pretty bad sometimes, and this one is just not. There it comes. Didn't want to come off. I'm liking my take your pick tool a lot better than I did at first. First I just was not crazy about it, but once I started using it like this, and I got the brush, that's the parts that I really like. I'm not real crazy about the gummy part. No, I'm sorry, I'm just not crazy about the gummy part, but I really like this is the way I want it. I want the sunflowers that's got the little swirl to them right down here, but the gummy part is not my favorite. I tend to not be able to get it to do what I want it to do. So we're going to put these leaves down with a smidgen of glue here. Just going to slip them right under my sunflower. Just like that. Okay, and my other one, I've got the other one on top of this one up here, but then this one, I've got the bottom one on top of that one, but that's okay. It does not matter. You can put it either way you want it. But anyway, there we are, guys. There we are. Here is our our card for tonight. Let me get this right here out of our way. And here's the envelope. Here's my first envelope. Here's my first card. And I think I like this one better on the front than this one. But anyway, there's the inside. And that's it for tonight, guys. Hey, Sharon. Glad you dropped in. Anyway, I hope y'all like my new technique I found for us to share with y'all. I hope y'all use this, and whenever you do this, please show me, because I would love to see what y'all color with your Wink of Stella and your inks. And even if you squish your lid into your ink pad, that's fine, because that's what Jay and Barry did. But mine, since I have a real hard time squishing it, I think it worked real well now that I have put everything over here in this ink. See, I plopped my grid paper over there. But anyway, I think it works really well putting some drops on my block and doing it that way. I'm fine with that. So that's it for this evening, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. I know, Jessie, I knew you'd like this, because you really love your Stella and you love embossing. So, so anyway, y'all have an awesome evening. Have an awesome week. Get in your crafty space, create something. And like I said, if you create anything in color with your Wink of Stella, I would love, 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 love to see it. Post it right here on the Pray and Stamper page right here if you want to, because that way everybody can see it and enjoy it. And remember, we get to order Wednesday. And I'm going to tell you, this time I hope they don't open it early. I have a doctor's appointment at 11 o'clock Wednesday morning, and I have to go, and no, it's not at 11 o'clock, it is at 8:50, and I had to change my hair appointment. Me and Johnny's getting a haircut Wednesday. I have to tell you, this shaggy dog look is just terrible for me and him, and the guy that does my hair is going to cut Johnny's too. So I moved it to 11 o'clock, and I'm going to have to tell him he's going to have to hurry. Got to be home. I'm going to take my stuff with me just in case it opens early, because I can do it on my phone. But remember, you know, get in as early as you can. Get your stuff ordered, because the likelihood is some of this awesome stuff is probably going to go on back order. And I mean, I know it'll be okay because we will get it, but I'd like to get everything that I order when my order comes in. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we still can't get haircuts. Oh, Barb, that's terrible. You know, they opened ours up a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, something like that. But you know, me and Johnny just, because the guy that does my hair, when his dad passed away, he moved in with his mother. So it's just him and his mother. And I hated the thoughts that I might take something that I didn't know I had, and he'd get it from me and take it home to his mom. You know, because I've known her forever, and known them forever. And I just didn't like that thought. But we've gotten to the point, and I talked to him and everything. So I feel better about it. So we're going to, instead of Johnny going somewhere else to his usual barber, we're just going to get it all done at the same place. That way we're not going around anywhere else other than one place, you know, that we don't normally go. So we're still being cautious. We've just got to have a haircut, have a ponytail. So I'll tell you what, we went through couple of years, my husband had a ponytail, and I hated it. When he came, he had long hair, and I kept telling him I wanted him to get his hair cut, and he just did smile at me and go on. And then one evening, he came up to the store and was going to pick me up from work, and he had his hair in a ponytail. This old gal was not happy. I mean, you know, I didn't like it. He was not young then. He's even older now. He just, no ponytail. Hey, Kayla, how are you? We just got through, honey. You're going to have to go back and watch this. I showed a new technique with Wink of Stella. So you're going to have to go watch it so you can learn, because I want to see what you create with your Wink of Stella. So y'all have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful week. I know, Barb, it's funny now. Then it wasn't. My daughter thought it was hilarious. But anyway, she said she would have loved to have seen the look on my face. Anybody could have told her what it looked like. It worked. But anyway, love you guys. Thank y'all for coming by. Thank y'all for watching. And getting your crafty space, create something. I want to see it. And y'all be careful, stay safe, stay well, and good Lord willing, I'll be right back here next Monday evening at 7 Central, and we'll create something else. I'll see y'all then. Bye.